My name is Sanford Biggers, and the title of my piece is Hip Hop ni Sasagu, in fond memory of hip hop. I lived in Nagoya, Japan for around 2 years in the early 90s. And while I was there, I became very fascinated by Buddhism and started to study Buddhism, Taoism, a bit of Shinto history, as well as the Japanese language. So fast forward around 10 years, and I was invited to Ibaraki, Japan, to do a residency with the Arcus Foundation. I went there with the intent of doing a project based on bells, singing bowls actually. And I learned in my research that if you were to mix gold and silver into the alloy that makes the bell, it changes the tonality and the tone that you'll be able to get out of the bells. So I came with this idea that I would melt down hip-hop jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, rings, and make them into this alloy to later become a singing bowl. I made around 7 or 8 bells myself, and then there were 7 or 8 additional bells that were provided by the temple. And some of these bells were as old as 200 years old. So when you're listening to the video and the audio that is outside right now, you'll hear a lot of different tonalities because there are 16 bells in total being played, each one having a different sound. The way we performed the bell chorus was actually from a diagram that I created, which was basically an improvisational structure that everyone could follow. The idea was to get the performers to play the bell when they thought it needed to be played, to really be present and listen to all the sounds in the room and decide when their sound or voice, in this case, was necessary to complete the full spectrum of sound we were looking for. The title, Hip Hop ni Sasagu, actually means in fond memory of hip hop because, in essence, this becomes an homage to hip hop past, hip hop of the 80s and 90s, which I consider to be the golden era of hip hop. When I was growing up in Los Angeles in the 80s, I was very involved with the early movement of hip hop and rap music. So I was DJing, I was doing graffiti, I was breakdancing, and a little bit of MCing. The thing that made me connect that to the idea of spirituality and Buddhism and meditation was that my friends and I, when we would do these breakdance arts or these hip-hop arts, we would go into it with the same idea as a martial artist might go into his or her practice. So it would be a ritual that we would do daily. We would have stretching and conversation, and then we'd go into the actual rehearsal of moves, and then we'd go into battles and so on. So it became very much like a martial arts practice. Hip-hop artists really considered themselves somehow soldiers or warriors defending their own honor and battling and so on. So it was very much like a samurai mentality. I think it's very different now because it's not so much about protecting your honor and your skill and showing that off. It's more about making money. And that's ultimately what this piece was about. Hip Hop ni Sasagu took that idea of money and bling and materiality and melted it down to immateriality back into pure sound.